The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Boston Celtics are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in Round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the New York Knicks. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And now the New York Knicks starters. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Vucevic is out there with Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the 1. You look at the Knicks, they really had to grind out wins in that first-round series. Do you think it wore them down at all?
It probably took a little out of them, but they don't have time to think about that. This is the postseason, and they'll be running on adrenaline.
Now here's Brunson. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Pritchard passes to Vucevic. Here's Brown. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, when Brown has that jump shot working, guys, it's very hard to slow down. Nice looking release on his shot.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
Boy, love the assertiveness and commitment from Brunson going to the rack.
And White kicks to Tatum. Back to White. 6 to shoot. And here's Brown outside. Rebounded by Hart. Down low. And Hart pulls it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Tatum down low. Hart's there. The jump hook. Tatum's shot is off. Knicks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brown the pass to Pritchard. The 3 from Tatum. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 5 minutes.
I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Back to Brunson. The 3. Rebound Boston. It's Brown with the drive, and the basket is good. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
Back to Bridges. Towns a screen on White. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of. An opportunity from deep.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tatum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Time changes for Boston. Garza's checked in, and it's Shake Milton in for Pritchard. And then for New York, Mitchell Robinson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. Now here's Brunson. Robinson a screen on Milton. Outside Robinson. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Here's Tatum. Back to Brown. Into the lane. Lets it go. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Brunson surveying the D. Outside, Towns. Hart against Tatum. Hart, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Right side, Tatum. With the drive. Releases. And another basket for Boston.
But of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Brunson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Sinks the triple. Brunson's got 5.
If Brunson gets space from beyond the arc, expect him to let it fly. He's extremely confident in his ability.
And it's Brown missing. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. In a moment now, look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got Mitchell Robinson, Miles McBride out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Bridges, and it's Diawara in at the power forward. And the shot goes in. Garza's got his first basket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here's Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bridges has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I'd like to see Mikal shoot more often from the mid-range. He's got a nice stroke.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Derek White's checked in for Boston. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Anunoby finds Alvarado. Inside, Robinson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Always ready to get rough inside. Robinson is as physical a presence down low as we have in the league.
White drives in. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Queta. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's White. Busted. No good that time either. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. The rebound by Queta. Boston trailing. There's the pass to White. Here's Hauser. Cans it from downtown.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
New York shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look for New York. Towns comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And so here is New York, trailing by 2. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now here's White. Queta, the pass to White. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Pritchard from outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Pritchard finds White. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's McBride. White covering. Back to Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And contact up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review and
the previous play is under review.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review.
The ruling on the floor stands.
The immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Landry Shamit's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Miles McBride. Now here's Tatum. 9 points in the game so far.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the lead just enough to keep him on a roll.
Here's Towns. And the Knicks miss again.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
And White kicks to Brown. Pass to Shireman. Here's Queta. Brown outside. And here's Tatum for 3. A shot that time, not on target. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shamet the pass to Alvarado. Kick out to Anunoby. Pass to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
He got it! Whoa! It's good! He did it!
Drained it! Drained it! Whoa!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Boston Celtics.
But you want the truth? I've seen college teams shoot better than these guys. They couldn't hit water from a yacht.
Shaq upgrading that punchline from a boat to a yacht. How bougie of you. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a Game 1 like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
And you are back Back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Well, you love seeing that from Hart. Great exuberance and enthusiasm out there on the court.
Tatum down low. Defended by Hart. The layup off target. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. They lead by 1. Pass to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Tatum. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow!
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
There's Brown with the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Tatum. That's to Vucevic. Outside White. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Knicks leading by 6. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Towns sets the pick for Bridges. The kick out to Anunoby. And another 3 for New York.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Brown on the move. And the layup falls. 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by New York.
Hart outside. To Brunson. Jacks up a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Celtics trail by 10. Tatum kicks to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Pritchard puts up a deep 3. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Tatum dishes to Brown. From outside the arc, the Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Anunoby, no good. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in, and a switch here also for New York. McBride's checked in. Towns, a screen on Pritchard. This one for 3. And it's Towns missing. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pritchard finds Brown. And they double up Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. And again, it's Boston with the 3.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
Here's Brunson. Towns in the corner. Bridges outside. Towns sets a pick for Bridges. 5 on the clock. On the strike. And Boston with the rebound.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
There's the basket. Here's Pritchard. Back to Brown. Pass to Garza. And Tatum driving. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Now just a 4-point Knicks lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Right back after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th, we've got Miles McBride. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Robinson. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. McBride passes to Alvarado. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. Offensive rebound. In the corner. Tatum with it. Launches it. Boston. No good that time either. New York's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. And the basket by Alvarado.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. So it's both teams making substitutions here. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He seemed pleased with his team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Celtics passing it around. Here's Shireman. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Now Towns. Got the 8-footer.
And you see Towns with those big mitts, able to control the basketball on the dribble. That's where the size of your hands can be a nice asset for you.
White looking around. Here's Tatum. White outside to tie it up. Buries the deep ball.
Well, White is a capable three-point shooter now. He does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Mikal Bridges checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Jose Alvarado. The steal. White against Bridges. Here's Vucevic. White outside to take the lead. He drills the 3.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Towns a screen on White. Brunson attacking. Can't get it. Here's Boston now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. White outside. Here's Hauser. Brunson covering. A three-pointer. Good.
Tatum clearly putting on the show in this one. Doing it all.
Ball's not loose. Kobe against White. Outside, Brunson. Launches it. White pulls it down.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And he does not hit. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Bridges, that's in there.
Bridges is that guy. Wants the ball in these moments. Absolutely incredible.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Outside Tatum. And an intentional foul right there. Now here's Tatum. Outside Brown. Now Vucevic. Now here's Tatum. Fires. The long shot, no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Towns can't get it to go. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
New York calls timeout. 17 seconds left in the game. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Making all of those, putting this game in the refrigerator.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And down goes the three.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. So for Alan LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Service announcement sponsored by Just Blaze and Rockefeller Records.